Okay. We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Los Angeles Angels in Game 2 of a 3-game series in Anaheim, California. How you doing, everybody? This is your old pal Steve here, a.k.a. the BirdWatcher, a.k.a. BW or B-Dubs, whatever you want to call me. And I'm so happy you found my channel. And it's no surprise that you are just finding my channel. I just started this thing up in the spring. The plan is to cover every Orioles game all season long. Tonight will be game number 23. So we've got 22 down and 140 to go. And folks, 22 games in. Last night's game. What a turnout. Over 2,000 people checked in at one point or another. And we had a milestone. Over 500 subs reached last night. So the channel is growing great. Things are looking good. And yeah, the idea is to provide a place for people, Orioles fans scattered all over the world. Your boy, the BirdWatcher, lives halfway around the world from Baltimore. I couldn't be any further away without leaving planet Earth. And I know there's a lot of other people out there that might not have access to watching the game or listening to the game on the radio. This is the home for you. I'm going to help you by giving play-by-play and commentary throughout the game. And, yeah, also a community here in chat, the Charm City Chat. Best chat in live sports streaming history. It has to be said. I want to shout everybody out. But, folks, we're going to have first pitch here in only 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get the game up. Just an 8-minute pregame here. I want to get the game up and then go over the starting pitchers in the starting lineups, which, by the way, features, as you can see on your screen right now, guess who's been called up, folks? Guess who's gotten the call? It's Heston Kjerstad time, everybody. And, boy, does the BirdWatcher love this lineup tonight. This lineup looks good. We have on the mound tonight for the Orioles, Grayson Rodriguez, off to a blistering start with a 3-0 record, an ERA of 2.63, 24 innings of work, 27 strikeouts. He's given up a few home runs, but otherwise very, very solid, less than a hit per inning. And meanwhile, we're facing the Angels' worst pitcher. So on paper, we need to do something here. We need to grab this game tonight. Griffin Canning on the mound for the Angels. He's got the reverse record, 0-3 with an ERA over 8. 19 innings, he's given up 25 hits and 5 walks. Also 5 home runs. 5 home runs, just to keep you guys in mind, or just to remind you, I suppose is what I meant to say. The Orioles, not sure if it's true as of this very second, but in the past couple of days, they have been leading all of baseball in home runs. So we're hitting the ball out of the park. We've got maybe our best pitcher so far this season on the mound in terms of stats. And we're facing a guy who likes to give up the home run ball. Sounds good to me. Your lineup tonight. Gunnar Henderson leading off, playing short. Adley Rutschman back behind the plate, batting second. Ryan O'Hearn will be at first base. Once again, Ryan Mountcastle is day-to-day. Anthony Santander will DH and bat cleanup. Cedric Mullins is in center field, batting fifth. Colton Cowser, he'll be in the sixth hole. Jordan Westburg will be at third base, batting seventh. Excuse me. Heston Kjerstad in the lineup, batting eighth. And finally, Jackson, one-hit wonder, Holiday, in the lineup, batting ninth. So maybe with Kjerstad, folks, listen to this for a theory, okay? If there's any variable that might help Jackson Holiday get out of this funk, maybe it's Heston Kjerstad being there in the dugout with him. I mean, Holiday and Kjerstad spent those first couple of weeks or so together down in Norfolk. trading blows, mashing the baseball. So now Kjerstad joins Holiday here with the big team. Maybe Kjerstad can sort of, provide Holiday something that he's needing. So, yeah, we also have our Angels lineup. And, boy, look at this. Mike Trout hitting leadoff. That's right, Mike Trout batting leadoff. Trout, of course, struck out with the bases loaded and 2 down in the 9th last night on 3 pitches looking. Unbelievable. He'll be fouled. By the way, he's got 8 home runs on the season, but only 11 RBI. There are 6 Orioles in the lineup with more RBI than Mike Trout, despite the fact he's got more homers than any of us. Nolan Shanwell will bat second and play first. Taylor Ward will DH and bat third. Miguel Sano will hit cleanup, play third base. Sano had a really good game defensively last night. A bit of a surprise. Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate. Mickey Moniak is next, batting fifth in left field. Logan O'Hoppe behind the plate, batting sixth. My screen's jumping all over the place. Joe Adell back in right field, batting seventh. Louis Renifo is at second base. And Zach Neto, the shortstop, batting ninth. Again, Griffin Canning on the mound. Folks, we're about to get underway. Gunnar Henderson is going to step up to the plate. And, folks, if you are actually watching the ball game, if you got the TV broadcast on and you want to follow the game visually while listening to me, well, just to let you know, it's not going to be synced up. So here's how you get around that. The game you're watching is going to be ahead of me. So have the remote in your hand, and as soon as the first out of the game is recorded, the moment it happens, hit pause on the game. Whether it's a strikeout, a throw out at first base, a fly ball out, whatever it might be, as soon as that out's recorded, hit pause on your remote. Allow me to then make that call, and as soon as I do that, you unpause with your remote, and you are synced and ready to go for the rest of the ball game. This Orioles lineup tonight, here's how it looks. Lefty, switch, lefty, switch, lefty, lefty, righty, lefty, lefty. One right-handed batter in this lineup, and it's the guy who won last week's American League Player of the Week award, Jordan Westburg. So this lineup is about as strong as you can ask for, considering we don't have Ryan Mountcastle available. And even if we had, this would be the sort of lineup you'd like to see if you wanted to give Mountie a day off against a right-hander. You can put O'Hearn at first, put Kjerstad in as the DH. And yes, your boy was saying it makes more sense to call up Mayo over Kjerstad for the past week or so. That was when the number one issue was, what do we do about Jackson Holiday? But obviously with the injury to Austin Hayes, the Orioles felt they needed to bring up another outfielder. So Kjerstad getting the call. Okay, we're about to get underway here. Henderson is in the box. Canning is ready. And here's his first pitch. A little bit inside for ball one, and we are underway here in Anaheim. Let me say hi to everybody here in chat. We got Rob, Card Crazed is here. Hey, Card, anything you can do tonight to help out with moderating is great, but don't worry, if you need some time off, that's fine too. We got John, that's a foul ball, by the way. Johnny South, Sean Pins, Narniak is back, Base back in the house. I'm just trying to shout everybody out, and then maybe I'll have a chance to actually read some of the comments. Poole, Evan, here's a ground ball up to the shortstop, and Neto will throw out Henderson to begin the ball game. Henderson grounding out 6-3. Rishi Rich in the house. Kerry Graham, how you doing there, Kerry? J.R. Weaver back. So many familiar faces coming back. It's great to see. Thomas Fitzpatrick saying hi. How you doing, Fitzy? All right. Isaac Angel in the house. How you doing, Isaac? All right. I think we're all caught up. Adley Rutschman at the plate, and the first pitch to him is outside for ball one. Rutschman comes in batting .307, a couple of homers, and 14 driven in. 2 for 4 so far in the series, with a couple of RBI last night. Next pitch catches the outside edge at the top of the zone. 1-1 the count. The Orioles come in with a record of 15-7. The Angels have dropped down now to 9-14. After a decent start to their season, they have been struggling for about the past 10 days. This one is in the dirt, and the count goes to 2-1. No problem, Card. No problem whatsoever. Happy to have you whenever you're here. Here's a called strike on the outside edge. Nice location by Canning. Rutschman now with a 2-2 count. 1 out, nobody on. Just getting started here on a sun-drenched late afternoon, early evening here in Anaheim, California. The 2-2 is lifted in the air. Adley didn't quite get that one. He'll fly out to Trout in center field for the second out of the inning. Everybody checking in with each other. I believe Heston's coming is going to help Jackson. Yeah, John, that's what Johnny, you heard me talk about that too, right? Heston went to train with Jackson and his dad. Yeah, they're buds. And I just feel like it's going to be a double beneficial move. We're going to have Kjerstad's bat up here, and we're also maybe, just maybe, it's not a guarantee, but like I was saying, some sort of X factor is needed to get Jackson Holliday sort of out of this mental funk. It's clearly a mental thing going on, and maybe Kjerstad can help. Want to know the count right now on Ryan O'Hearn at the plate? And the next pitch is low for ball 2. Wouldn't you love to see Kjerstad come up in his first at-bat, maybe draw a walk, and then Holliday follows up and smacks a double to drive him in or something? Your boy can dream, can he? Here's the 2-0, taken for a called strike. Holliday is in the lineup. He's batting 9th. We have got a lefty-heavy lineup, folks. Only Jordan Westburg batting from the right side against the right-handed Canning. This one's in the dirt, and the count goes to 3-1. 2 down, nobody on, top of the first. The Orioles won Game 1 last night, 4-2. It was another nail-biter, but we got over the line. Here comes the 3-1. That's upstairs, and O'Hearn will draw a 2-out walk. Good to see for O'Hearn. He's been struggling the past several games. He had an average over 300 about a week ago. It's down now to 268. That'll bring up Anthony Santander. Santander hitting a lot of extra base hits, particularly ones that stay in the park. 4 doubles and a triple in recent days. Here's a first pitch strike. Here's a check on the runner. O'Hearn back in with a slide. Santander 226, 4 homers, 17 driven in. Swing and a miss. He went after the fastball that was about 4 inches above the zone. Oh and 2 on Santander, 2 down, and the pitch is swung on and missed. That looked like maybe a changeup. That ball dipped down below the zone. Santander swinging over it to win the inning. The Orioles get a base runner via a 2-out walk, but O'Hearn is left stranded. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Orioles nothing and the Angels coming up. How's everybody doing tonight? Your boy is just settling in. And I'm going to enjoy this game tonight if for no other reason than because tomorrow's game will be a 3 a.m. start time for your boy here, the BirdWatcher. That's right. I get to call a game from 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. tomorrow. And, folks, you tell me where the sleep comes. What do I do? Do I try to go to bed like at 9 o'clock and maybe wake up at 2? That would give me like 5 hours right there. I think 5 hours is enough. And then after the game, maybe take another hour and a half nap. That's 6.5 hours. I think I can do this. The problem is, can I go to bed at 9 when I want to go to bed? It's very difficult to go to bed at a certain time when you're not tired. So maybe I'll order some food tonight that'll just knock me out. There's some American fast food over here. We got Taco Bell. We got KFC. Maybe a couple of gorditas will knock me out. But I can't have pizza. I made that mistake once already. All right. Don't worry, your boy is just talking out loud. So while the Orioles sport 8 lefties in the lineup, a couple are switch hitters, but 8 guys hitting from the left side. The Angels, facing the righty Rodriguez, will only have 3 batting from the left side. Shanwell, Moniak, and Renifo. Grayson Rodriguez, 4 starts on the season, a 3-0 record. And here he goes. First pitch is just off the plate outside for ball 1. Hats off to you, BW. I stayed up last night to listen to the final out, and I was wrecked today. Not used to staying up late and getting up early. Appreciate what you do. Thanks so much. This is a check swing foul by Trout off to the right. Folks, say what you want about me. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I get emotional. Sometimes I lose control. But the one thing I can promise you is that your boy, the BirdWatcher, is a committed baseball fan, a diehard Orioles fan. It doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter what I got to do. I just know I'm on a mission because this Orioles team is on a mission. A 41-year mission in the making. That was a foul ball by Trout, and the count is 1-2. Here's the next pitch. Hit in the air. Right center and well. Backing up as Mullins. This ball is going to be off the top of the wall over the yellow bar. That's a home run. That wall out in right center to right field. It's probably about 15 feet high, but you only have to hit it over the yellow line, which Trout did. That is his his 9th home run of the season. But most of them have been of the solo variety. 9 home runs now with just 12 RBI. It's almost impossible to do that. And there we go. It's what we often see. One of our starters, who by the end of the day looks like he's had a good start, but giving up that early solo home run. It's happened again tonight. And hey, folks, if the Angels want to have Trout hitting leadoff and hit a solo home run versus potentially a 2 or 3. Oh, this one's hit hard. This one's hit to right, but it's going to be there, fortunately, for Heston Kjerstad. Kjerstad making his first play in the field tonight. That was Nolan Shanwell flying out to right field. And that ball, the angle off the bat, had your boy scared. My sound isn't up high enough to hear the crack of the bat, so sometimes I sort of misjudge how hard a ball is hit out to the outfield. Okay, so 1 down. That's right, 3 a.m. Hey, Melanie, how you doing, hon? Good to have you back in. We need you. The Orioles are already down early. This is a ball 2 here to Ward, who leads the club with, I believe, 21 RBI. This one is foul back. 2-1 on Taylor Ward. Yeah, 21 runs batted in, 6 home runs, hitting .277. 0 for 4 last night. And the pitch is up and in. Ward had to duck to get out of the way. There's a shot of Ryan Mountcastle standing along some of his buddies there along the dugout railing. I'm sure they might be discussing his absence. No further updates, just listed as day to day. Here's a foul ball, and the count runs full on Taylor Ward. The Angels with a run in here in the top or bottom of the first, excuse me, with a Mike Trout solo home run. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's upstairs. A changeup at the top of the zone. Rodriguez had that ball dip a little bit, might have clipped the top of the zone, but I think the umpire kind of gave up on it. Ball 4. And that'll bring up Miguel Sano, the stocky right-handed hitting third baseman, batting .296, a home run and 5 RBI. First pitch to him is inside. So Rodriguez has given up a homer. Now he's given up a walk here in the first with only 1 out. The next pitch is a swing and a miss. That looked like a slider that dipped low and away on Cano. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another slider. 87 miles an hour with good movement. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. This one's up and in. Sano has to quickly jerk his body back to get out of the way. We've got a lot of out-of-town scores to go over. Playing here on the West Coast, a lot of games that have already wrapped up or are close to doing so. So we'll take a look maybe between innings here. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Might have been a foul tip. Sounded like maybe the bat got a piece of the ball, but Rutschman holds on, and that'll be a strikeout for Grayson. 2 down here in the first. That was a tough pitch. Not much anybody can do with that except maybe foul it away. Here's Mickey Moniak now with 2 down, and he swings and misses at a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, maybe an inch off the plate outside. Moniak hitting just a $143, 0 for 4 last night. Struggling mightily. I say that knocking on wood. I don't want him to heat up. This one's fouled back, and it's 0-2. Props to Trout. Hey, Mike Trout, he's going to the Hall of Fame. He probably punched his ticket 4 years ago already. And he's probably got another 7 or 8 years in him. Unbelievable player. There's a check on the runner. He's back in with a slide. Rodriguez up to 19 pitches in the first. We need to hurry up and get out of this inning. Pitch number 20 is on the way. That is swung on and missed. Moniak going after a high fastball. Rodriguez with a pair of strikeouts to cap off the inning, but he does give up the solo home run to none other than Mike Trout. At the end of 1, it's the Angels 1, the Orioles nothing. You really are halfway around the world. Overeating really helps. Hey, it does help. I'm telling you, if you eat really bad junk food like pizza or burgers and fries, you know, American food, at least for me, I eat that stuff because I don't hardly eat it anymore because I live out here. But when I do, when I occasionally, you know, get the urge for a Big Mac or whatever, I find myself about 20 minutes after finishing eating something like that, that I'm ready to pass out. I am ready to, I mean, there's no other way to do it. There's no, like, sleeping pill or any other, a hot cup of milk. There's nothing that'll make your boy zonk out faster than some fast food. Now, I remember when I was in college, that's all I ate. That was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And your boy was just jumping around like a jumping bean. The older you get, you know. Okay, here we go. Top of the second, Cedric Mullins. The Orioles indeed are still ranked first in home runs, second in slugging, second in OPS, first in barrel rate, second in hard hit rate, and first in average exit velo. The Orioles offense, ladies and gentlemen, people will tell you the Braves have a better offense. People will tell you the Dodgers have a better offense. And you know what? Maybe they do. But the Orioles are showing we're on par. We're right there. I mean, those are pretty much all the major stats that adds up to how good of a hitting team you are. Home runs, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, exit velo, hard hit rate. We're 1 or 2 in all categories. Here's a breaking ball for a called strike to Ced Mullins, and the count is 1-1. This one's popped up left field. Moniak coming in, and he'll make the catch. So Mullins is retired. And that'll bring up folks. Why do I have to remind you night after night after night? Get those cows up in the chat. When Cowser is hitting, you know what that means. You know what that means. Come on. First pitch to Cowser is low for ball 1. We've got 79 people here already. Hey, folks, if you plan on hanging around for a while, I'd love for you to hang out. Grab a drink, grab a snack, but why don't you hit that like button while you're here as well? Here's a called strike on a breaking ball. 1-1 on Cowser. 1 down, nobody on. Yeah, folks, come on. Just here to call the game for you. All you got to do is hit that thumb right below the screen. It helps the channel, and it'll help more Oriole fans like you find the channel. Don't you want to help the channel grow? There's a foul ball by Cowser, and the count is 1-2. Folks, when you hit that like button, your boy, the BirdWatcher, appreciates it. I'll say it now. Thank you. By the way, I paid tribute to Rex Barney with a post on the community tab since last night. I don't know if anybody caught that. This is a ground ball to the right side. The first baseman, Shinwell's got it. He'll flip to the pitcher covering, and there are 2 down here in the top of the second. Canning so far, other than a 2-out walk to O'Hearn, has been pretty effective. I mean, he's been nothing but lit up through his first 3 or 4 starts. Don't tell me tonight he finally finds something. We need to beat up on this guy. Okay, the only right-handed bat in the lineup is up at the plate now. It's a Jordan Westburg. 2 out, nobody on. And it's a called strike. Folks, you see, it was the lack of moos and cow emojis in chat. That's why Cowser didn't do anything in that at-bat. What must I do to lift you up? We got Westburg, the reigning AL Player of the Week. And here's a ground ball. Well, I guess that ball was caught. Wow, Miguel Sano picks a Westburg. It wasn't a hard liner. It wasn't soft either. Sort of a mid-range line drive. Low to the ground to third base. Sano went to the ground to pick it before it hit the dirt. So it's a soft line out to third to end the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. It's the Angels 1 and the Orioles nothing. Oh, now we've got cows. It reminds me of that movie Twister. I gotta go. We got cows. Hey, let's talk about the movie Twister. My chat is slow. I do apologize, folks. I do apologize. That is something that hopefully, with enough support for the channel, and folks, again, I'm just hitting the 500 mark, which means I've already applied for the next step in the process of YouTube growth. So, yeah, eventually I can invest in a dedicated hard internet line where things should be running faster, less lag. Less lag means a better experience for all of us. But hey, it's okay to take it slow once in a while. It's the Baltimore way. Sometimes we like to take our time. You know? Soon they'll be calling the left field the cow pasture. I love it. Yeah, especially, the big giant left field, the pasture. I love it. I just like just straight up the pasture because it implies the whole cow part of it. But I'll take cow pasture just as long as we don't leave any cow patties out there. All right, we're ready to go. Bottom of the second inning. And Rodriguez with a first pitch strike to Logan O'Hoppe. O'Hoppe, the Angel catcher, batting .318. A couple of homers and 7 runs batted in. 0-1 is hit in the air and well. I say well. Man, I swear I can't. I got to turn up the volume. This ball was hit right to Cowser in left field. It was not hit all that deep. Pretty much straight away left field. But I'm telling you right now, I got to hear the crack of the bat. Turn up that volume a little bit. That's the second time I've misjudged a ball off the bat. Here's a pitch on the outside edge for a called strike. 98 from Rodriguez to Joe Adell. Adell batting .281, a couple of homers and 5 driven in. And there's a check swing foul. Adell in the hole 0-2. Melanie. There you go. There's a cow patty for you. Hey, but you know what grows in cow patties, right? Particularly those Black Angus cows. Their patties have special treats. Special psychedelic treats. Here's a fly ball hit well in the left center. This one's going to split the gap and bounce up against the wall. Adell will coast into second with a 1-out double. He barreled that one up. Just couldn't quite get the lift on it to hit it out of here. But that was split. Pulled into that gap in left center. That was his first double of the season. That's right, Johnny. That's right, JR. That's right, Base. Everybody seems to know what I'm talking about. And that's when I know I'm hanging out with a bunch of fellow Marylanders who's been out to some cow pastures and maybe down in, I don't know, St. Mary's County? Where do you like to go? Luis Renifo is at the plate. First pitch is a ball, and the second pitch is fouled off to the right. Renifo batting .283. I believe he came on to pinch hit in last night's game. Now out there to start. Hey, Cam, how you doing? Welcome to the ball game. It's 1-0 LA here in the bottom of the second. Runner at second with 1 out. And the next pitch is low to Renifo. The count 2-1. Wait, you love the movie. Here's a line drive into right field, a base hit. This is going to score another run. Kjerstad bobbles it out there, and that's going to allow Renifo to get up to second base. So Kjerstad already showing that his defense is a bit of a weakness in his game. That bobble, that should have been a single. Either way, the Angels add a run. They now lead 2-0. Jim Palmer said it himself. The runner would not have tried for second if it weren't for that Kjerstad bobble. So that should be an error, although I don't see one listed on the screen. So Kjerstad maybe getting a little bit of kind treatment there from the official scorer. Well, we've got another runner in scoring position. And another run in. 2-0, runner at second. Still only one out here in the bottom of the second. Zach Neto at the plate. And here's a line drive into right field for a base hit. This will get down. Here comes the runner around from third. And now they're going to try to get Neto. They won't get him going into second. My goodness, the Angels with a merry-go-round right now. Grayson is getting hit hard by the bottom of this order. It is now 3-0 on a line drive single by Zach Neto to the opposite field. And again, Kjerstad throwing in to try to cut the runner down at home. Great, and then instead it was cut off, and they couldn't get anybody. Wow, this is not a good start. Drew French is out for a conversation with Grayson Rodriguez. Woof. And guess who's up? Guess who's up? What do you do here? You got a base open with one out and Mike Trout at the plate. I mean, I feel like you can't straight up pitch around him, but you got to basically try to make him chase, try to make him do something. Otherwise, put him on base and maybe you'll get a double play ball. But Trout's already hit a home run tonight. First pitch to Trout is fouled back. So the 7, 8, and 9 hitters back-to-back-to-back hits. That was supposed to be the easy part of the lineup. The 0-1 to Trout is a called strike. The lower and outer part of the zone. Good location. 0-2 on Trout. What can you do? You got him 0-2. Up and in. 98 miles an hour on that one. The Yankees have already won tonight, so the Orioles need a win in order to stay ahead in the division. They're going to have some work to do. Already down 3-0. Here's a check swing. They appeal. And Mike Trout gets the benefit of the doubt. No swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Neto at second, 1 down, 2 runs in. This one is fouled straight back. My goodness, Trout just missing, crushing that one. Rodriguez on 36 pitches with only 1 out here in the second. He's got a lot of work to do to get this game under control. Here comes the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground. Foul. Off to the left. What is going on, Bird Nation? I'll tell you what's going on. The Orioles have a record of 15-7. It's the 3rd best record in baseball coming into today. We basically have played mostly teams with winning records, and we're doing very, very well. Here's a swing and a miss. Mike Trout strikes out. A high fastball, and Trout with a big swing comes up empty. So there you go. That's what's going on, Bird Nation. We're losing right now, but we're not worried. We are not worried. We've come back from a 5-run deficit, a couple of 4-run deficits, it feels like. Shanwell, first pitch swinging back to Grayson. Over to first, a low throw, but O'Hearn handles it. And the inning is over. But the Angels with a pair of runs. A Renifo RBI double. A Neto RBI single. And after 2 innings, the Angels lead this one 3-0. Well, all right. If nothing else, let's get excited because coming up to lead off the top of the third, his first plate appearance of the season for the big club, Heston Kjerstad. And what are we going to do for a Kjerstad? We need a perfect emoji. Can someone find me the perfect emoji for Kjerstad? Once again, folks, friendly reminder, if you're here watching right now, so happy to have you. We got 85 people here right now. Why don't we get the likes up to 40? That's not even half the people here. I'm asking for less than half the people to tap a button right below the screen and then go right back to what they were doing. That's all. There is no sponsor for this channel. There's no monetization as of yet. The only thing this channel can rely on is support from viewers like you. I appreciate it. The BirdWatcher appreciates all you do. I got a lot of coffee here left. A lot of coffee. We got plenty of time to go. In fact, so much coffee, maybe after this inning. Oh, I forgot to check the gosh darn out-of-town scores. I tell you what, we got Kjerstad ready to go here. Kjerstad coming up from Norfolk, led all of AAA in home runs, RBI, and runs scored. And there he is with that upright stance of his. Fouls back the first pitch. Heston Kjerstad with that shock of blonde hair poking out of the helmet. Yeah, we got another pale blonde-haired kid on the team. Oh, we'll just have to make do. This is a swing and a miss. 0-2 on Kjerstad. Jackson Holliday is on deck. That's right, Rob. Last night we went over 500. A swing and a miss. Kjerstad strikes out on 3 pitches. My goodness. All right, well, here we go. Not the best debut for Kjerstad. A 3-pitch strikeout and a bobble in the field. Well, maybe Jackson Holliday can do something. Here's a foul ball. Way back up into the upper deck. Holliday 1 for 30 coming into tonight's game. And the 0-1 pitch. It is a check swing, but it's a called strike 2. Holliday in the hole. Can he lift his 0.33 average? 0.33, I swear, I think that's an acceptable blood alcohol level. When your batting average is lower than like the legal blood alcohol level, that's bad. This is upstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. I guess the irony is Holliday's not old enough to drink. The 1-2 pitch, called strike 3. Backdoor breaking ball. Kjerstad strikes out and Holliday strikes out. So much for the big Norfolk duo buddying up and going off against this ERA over 8 guy, Griffin Canning. What's going on here? This is Koyaanisqatsi. This is life out of balance. All right, 2 down for Gunnar Henderson. Yeah, right, Narniak? Don't you love it? I mean, that's baseball for you, isn't it? That's baseball for you. Here's a swing and a miss. 0-2 on Henderson. Suddenly, Griffin Canning looks like Sandy Koufax. I mean, did we watch any videotape on this guy? Heck, I was playing the show. I knocked this kid out with 6 runs by the second inning. The 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2. This one's fouled back. Barnacle, I would. Pitch by pitch is right here. The problem is it's ahead. So what I'm providing everybody that might be tuning in unaware of what's going on in the game, the information on the screen provides you with the score, what inning it is, how the runs have scored so far, what people are doing in the lineup. And in terms of what's happening in the actual moment, all you got to do is listen to me. You got everything you need. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Henderson, grounded back up the middle. The shortstop will make the play on the second base side of the bag to win the inning. Henderson grounds out. So a third inning for Canning were 2 strikeouts and a ground out. My goodness. The Orioles hitless through the first 3 innings against Griffin Canning. We go to the bottom of the third. Angels 3, Orioles nothing. What is this bizarro world? Is this bizarro world? What is going on here? 3-4-5 due up for the Angels. You just, by the way, I see, Narniak, I see you enjoy to bring up betting a whole lot. Just to let you know, your boy the BirdWatcher, not a huge fan of betting talk. It's fine to make references to it, as long as you're not talking about parlays and over-unders and just flooding, the comment section with betting talk. There's a lot of streams out there where that's what everybody wants to talk about. That's really not what your boy's interested in. Your boy kind of misses the days before, betting apps sort of took over the sports. I moved out here about 9 years ago now. So when I moved out here, that hadn't happened already. All that happened while I was out here. But again, no offense, Narniak. Like again, I'm not trying to call you out like you've done something wrong. It's just, yeah. It's the only reason you tune. Well, it's fine. Whatever reason you want to follow the game, that's fine. Like if it's what you like to do, it's totally fine with me. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do with their recreational time and all that. It's just I like to keep a boundary between, at least for me, for my channel. I'm here to call the game. I'm a play caller. Oh, this one's hit hard by Ward into the left field corner. And that ball bounced off the top of the wall or what? It does appear it stayed in the ballpark, thankfully. Taylor Ward with a leadoff double in the first pitch here in the bottom of the third. My goodness. My goodness. I mean, just so you guys know that I'm putting my money where my mouth is, if this channel does grow to the point where I have sponsors or ads or anything, I'm not taking any sports betting sponsorships, which I feel like a lot of channels out there who have subs into the tens of thousands, that seems to be their only sponsor. And I'm sitting there trying to watch some of their content, and they'll be in the middle of talking about something and then go right into a 2-minute commercial for betting. That's, your boy just ain't doing that. But again, that's different strokes, different folks. I'm not here to judge. I'm just letting you know the BirdWatcher is here for the ball game. Okay, Sano at the plate. Runner at second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Grayson with another inning of trouble. Here's a called strike. 0-2 on Sano. Is it legal in Thailand? No, it's not. You'd have to use some sort of bookie or something. Morgan, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. And it just became legal for Narniak. Yeah, there's what, 13 states still out there, including California, where it's still not legal? It's good for me. It is good for me. There's so much good for me. Here's a swing and a miss. Sano strikes out. Just what the doctor ordered after the leadoff double. Ward stays at second base, and there's one out here in the bottom of the third. Mickey Moniak due up next. First pitch to him is outside. It's been mostly the four-seam fastball so far tonight from Grayson. He's thrown it 47% of the time. Cutter, changeup, sinker, all getting about 10 to 12% apiece. This one's fouled back. Another fastball. 1-1 on Moniak. Check on the runner at second, and the 1-1 is lifted in the air. Moniak's taking a look at it, but it's going to be up there playable for Kjerstad. He makes the catch. Here comes the throw in. Ward will fake a run to third, but stay put. So that's two down here in the bottom of the third. And a chance to get out of this inning without damage after that leadoff double. Yeah, I'm with you, Maximus. There's ways of making money that, personally, I just have no interest in. I would rather live just above the poverty line, doing what I want to do, knowing that I'm doing something that I'm ethically happy with. But, again, I also know there's other people out there that are perfectly happy doing what they do, and they don't pay any mind. This one's gotten down into left field for a base hit. The carousel continues for the Angels. O'Hoppe doubles to left. Taylor Ward comes in to score, and the Angels now lead 4-0. Oof. Hey, can we stop talking about betting? Maybe we can. Maybe that's the bad luck that's I don't know. It's like a layer of, it's a cloud hanging over tonight's ball game. Let's talk about anything else. Hey, let's talk about let's see what's going on. What's a good subject? This one's crushed in the center, drops in there. Coming around to score. Wow. O'Hoppe comes around to score. Joe Adell with a line drive hit in the center. 5-0. Yeah, it's a bad day at the office. Hey, why don't we talk about, I don't know. What's good on Netflix? How about that for a segue? Well, actually, there's this really good movie I saw on Netflix, BirdWatcher. It's called Uncut Gems. It's about this gem dealer who gets into this giant betting problem. Oh, gosh. Oh, we did it again. Wow. 5-0 Angels. Grayson is not having a good day, particularly against the bottom half of this order. A check on Odell. I'm now mixing up O'Hoppe with Adell. Check on Adell. Let's talk about the carousel. Okay, let's talk about the spinning carousel of the microwave oven. Isn't that a great invention? Remember when microwaves didn't have the little spinning thing and the stuff just sat in there? Renifo at the plate. First pitch to him is off the plate for ball one. 2 down, runner at first. The Angels have scored in every inning so far. Here's a run down to second, and they got him. Wow. Almost a ghost tag there by Gunnar Henderson. A blind tag on Adele. I didn't even see the tag. How did he get that tag down? Oh, he got him on the hip before Adele got to the bag. And the Angels aren't even going to bother to take a look and see if they want a challenge. We are through 3 innings. Mercifully, the inning ends on a caught stealing. Rutschman throwing out Odell. Adele. All right, your boy's about to take a break with Lucky. I got a feeling we need some luck. It can't get much worse. So why not have a Lucky? Your boy will be back momentarily. Hey, look, we've been down this bad before. I still believe in this lineup. I still think Griffin Canning is a mirage. All right, he got lucky going through that order for the first time. Let's see him go through this order a second time. No runs, no hits for the Orioles. 5 runs, 7 hits for the Angels. Will I ever remember to look at the out-of-town scores? I'll go over a couple. The Twins with a 6-5 lead. Well, it says bottom of the 9th. I think they just walked it off. All right, we'll go over the rest later. We've got a batter at the plate in the form of Adley Rutschman. Rutschman 0 for 1 tonight. And the first pitch is a strike. And the next one is also a strike. Adley with a check swing. Doesn't matter. Behind in the count, 2-0. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's lifted off the bottom of the... Wow, what a hit by Rutschman. I wish I could have given you a better call on that. That ball was pretty much going into the dirt. Rutschman, with a golf swing, somehow lifts it and serves it into left center field for a base hit. So there you go, a leadoff single for the Orioles. Come on, folks. Let's just chip away at this. We don't have to get all 5 back, but let's start chipping away. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. He's the only other base runner tonight. He walked back in the first. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. The next offering is low and in. I figure why not. The 2-0. Just a bit inside. 3-0. We need base runners. Mr. O'Hearn, I don't know if you're getting the green light, but unless it's right down Broadway, please take. That's right down Broadway for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Ryan O'Hearn. This one's hit on the ground foul, and Canning has worked the count back full. Come on, Ryan. Keep the line a-moving. We got Anthony Santander on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. O'Hearn walks for the second time tonight, and the Orioles have 2 men on, nobody out for Anthony Santander. Remember, the folks, that the Orioles are like an 80s kids action movie. We're like the Goonies. We never say die. There's a meeting on the mound right now with Canning, the pitching coach, and the entire Angels infield. The man, JR, base, Janet. Let's go. Narniac, how about that Bitcoin? Yeah, talk about all the Bitcoin you want. Maybe we can talk about, what were those little furry creatures people would collect and go crazy over like 20 years ago? God, I can't remember. Here's a pop-up foul by Santander. The catcher, Ohapi, having a look. He's near the screen, but it's out of play. Beanie Babies. That's right. Remember Beanie Babies? Let's talk about the Beanie Baby market. Oh, boy. 0-1 on Santander. Yeah, we are due. We are due for some runs. The 0-1 pitch is hit hard but foul off to the right. Santander chased one low. Still got good wood on it, but unable to keep it between the lines. Apparently there's a group of fans in the UK that call themselves the Fantanders, fans of Anthony Santander. I love it. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and a check swing. Santander didn't want to swing. That pitch was up, but his bat head was right where the ball went. So a check swing foul, and the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Holliday is playing, Joe. He's 0 for 1 so far tonight with, I know this is going to be crazy, but with a strikeout. This one's upstairs, 1-2. 2 on, nobody out. The Orioles down 5 runs here. Still early enough in the game, though, to battle back. We need to do something here with 2 men on and nobody out. The pitch. That one's hit hard, but right at the left fielder. Oh, unlucky for Santander. That one was hit on the line, but right to Mickey Moniak in left. Okay, Cedric Mullins, it is your turn to shine. Cedric Mullins with the play of the week last week, according to Major League Baseball. And folks, how do you like this for a fact? Cedric Mullins has won play of the week since they've introduced it 7 times, more than any other player in baseball. First pitch to him is a called strike. So if you needed a little proof that we've got one of the better fielding center fielders in all of baseball, well, there you go. 0-1 on Mullins. Rutschman at second. O'Hearn at first. The pitch. That one's hit foul behind the plate, and Mullins is in the hole 0-2. We've had a few counts tonight where we've been ahead, only to see Canning get back into the count. Otherwise, a lot of 0-1s and 0-2s. Here comes the 0-2 to Mullins, and this one's hit in the air, and will get back out of play, thankfully. More aggressive on the base paths. We've been doing a lot of running here in recent days. I would agree with you maybe 4 or 5 days ago, but I'd say recent days we've been picking it up. This one's fouled back. I mean, right now we got Ryan O'Hearn and Adley Rutschman on the bases. They're not going to be the guys to. Rutschman's good at going first to third. He's got good base running acumen. He may not be the fastest, but he gets good jumps. Still 0-2 on Mullins. The pitch and foul. No, he did not get a piece of that one. That's a strikeout. Mullins goes down swinging. Oh, doctor. 2 away now. The man thinks Canning is going to make Canning's going to make a mistake. I sure hope so. It's going to be up to the Cowser. Folks, I know there's a lag, but the cow is up. I repeat. The cow is up. We need him to come through. Let's go. First pitch is a called strike. 81 people in the chat, by the way. Hey, one more like, and that's 40 likes to 80 people. That's a perfect ratio. I'll take it. Help a brother out. The 0-1 is hit on the ground. Second base. And that'll do it. Cowser grounds out to second. The Orioles put 2 men on with nobody out, and they can't even get the runners up to third base. Yikes. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Angels 5, Orioles nothing. All right, I'm going to go get my hat. I'm going to have to wear my hat for the rest of the game because we can't be doing worse than this, right? I can't be giving bad luck by putting on my hat. I'm doing this for some potential good luck. Oh, am I not even on the screen? Your boy's been off screen for how long? Oh, jeez. Okay. I tell you what. Sometimes I forget. After I've had my lucky, I forget to come back. All right, here we go. Are you ready, folks? Are you ready for this game to turn around? There. And I've got to, folks, again, there is so much I need to do with this bare bones channel I got going. The numbers are great. I'm so happy to see the growth of the channel, but I want to reinvest into the channel and give you a better look. I mean, look at me down in here. I am bidding. If we have a West Coast game, this is what the lighting is going to look like because that's the Thailand sun at 9:40 in the morning coming through directly on this side of the apartment here. I mean, that is a hot light. That is hot. All right, I got the hat on. I'm sick of this not winning thing. Time to get back into the ball game. This team does love drama, doesn't it? Who's got the hard liquor? This one's popped up. Foul and off to the right. As we're underway here in the bottom of the 4th, it's the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Angels. Renifo followed by Neto, and then Mike Trout due up for the 3rd time in the 4th inning. Ugh. What the heck is going on here? This one's low. Hey there, Bryce. We're up 5, but somehow you guys are still going to win easily. Well, Bryce, I'm happy to have you here, by the way. Angels fan checking in. Don't worry, Charm City chat. Well, we're more than charming here, despite losing to you guys by 5 right now. Here's a swing and a miss from Renifo, and the count is 1-2. We'll see. We'll see here, Bryce. My main thing with every series we play is I want to take 2 out of 3. So here's a chopper. This is going to be a tough play, and Rutschman can't even pick up the ball cleanly. So Renifo is going to reach on an infield single, a swinging bunt. And the Angels can do no wrong right now. I mean, that ball was hit like a wiffle ball. And the Angels have the leadoff man on. Yeah, so if the Orioles don't wind up winning tonight, well, we come back tomorrow and we go for the series win. That's what it's all about. And let's say worst case scenario. Neto with a line drive down the left field corner for extra bases. My goodness. Renifo is motoring around third. He's going to slide in scoring. It is 6-0. Neto with his second double of the night. Or no, I'm sorry. Second RBI. The first was a single. Neto went to second on that first RBI. Only got credit for a single, though. This one was a double all the way. Past the diving glove of Westburg down in the left field corner. Grayson Rodriguez, folks, is somebody up in the pen? I mean, how long are we going to let him get shelled? We're going to destroy this guy's ERA. Mike Trout at the plate here. Nobody out. And the first pitch to him is apparently a bit high, maybe a little inside. We're in trouble, folks. We are getting spanked right now. Trout into the air, center field. Mullins is going to make the catch about 5 feet in front of the track for the first out, but it does allow the runner at second to go up to third with only 1 down. So even when they make outs, the Angels are producing. They've got a 7th run, only 90 feet away now with only 1 down. Bryce, how big of a lead do you need to feel comfortable? Here's Shanwell, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Low and away for ball 1. They have yet to show the bullpen for the Orioles. I mean, what are we doing here? Surely somebody needs to be up. Line drive, base hit in the right field. Get Grayson out of the game. Get him out. Neto walks home from third. Shanwell with an RBI single, and the Angels are up now by a touchdown. I mean, what are we doing here? Grayson has not had he's given up a run in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. How much more proof do you need that it's not Grayson's night? Get him out of the ball game, for crying out loud. Here's a swing and a miss. Taylor Ward at the plate. 0-1 the count on Ward. Again, not even a glimpse of the bullpen. What are we doing? Swing and a miss. 0-2. I mean, it's pretty much too late now. Man. I mean, the Orioles have, again, one of, if not the best offenses in the league. So if anybody can come back from a big deficit, it's us. But, I mean, 5 runs is one thing. 7 runs, and we still got Rodriguez out there. 1-2 the count on Ward. Runner at first, still only 1 out in the fourth. 2 runs in. And that one's up and in. 96 miles an hour. Nearly took Ward's chin off. this one's ugly. And Grayson gets a called strike 3. Delayed call there by the ump. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Miguel Sano. Sano with a big swing and a miss. 97-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. Sano has struck out in both appearances so far tonight. I mean, this is the 3rd time through the order here in the 4th. There's a call. Oh, I guess it's a foul tip for a called strike. Well, it's not a called strike. Strike 2 on a foul tip. Runner at first, 2 down. In the dirt for ball 1. I mean, it's like it's not even an option. I mean, I get it. We've been using guys in the pen frequently, but no more frequently than any other team. I mean, what do teams do when they're down 7 this early in the ball game? They usually go to some kind of long man. The 1-2 pitch is low and in for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 runs in. And too much for me to deal with. Grayson on 70 pitches here in the 4th. And that one is a call, strike 3. And this umpire with these delayed strike calls. A little annoying, but Grayson gets a couple of strikeouts to win the inning after giving up a couple of more runs. 7 runs on 10 hits through 4 innings for the Angels. We head to the 5th. It's all L.A. They're up 7-0. My goodness. My goodness. I need something to hopefully cheer me up. Your boy is going to indulge himself. And check out his sub count page. Now, according to Janet, our mod tonight, the sub count page brings good luck, but I don't know how much luck it can offer down 7-0. I got to be honest. I think we came in tonight with 510 subs. That means 5 new subs during tonight's game. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Folks, again, look at this steady climb. This is right where basically the season started here. Last couple days of March. Look at what you've done in the first 28 days of this channel. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, my friend, you don't have to watch it. You only have to listen. I'm unfamiliar with your pitchers. Has Grayson been this inconsistent? Kind of just throwing cookies on the inside that are easy to hit. Bryce, he's been great so far. He's thrown nothing but quality starts, save for one outing where he went 5 2/3. He came out 1 out short of another quality start. 3-0 record, ERA just a little over 2. He does give up the home run ball. He'll usually give up 1 per outing. But, yeah, this is by far his worst outing of the season, and maybe the worst outing he's had since post-All-Star break last season. I mean, once the All-Star break came and went last year, Rodriguez was one of the better pitchers in the league. Okay, we got Westburg leading it off here in the top of the 5th. By the way, thanks to another subscriber who just came in. Here's a line drive, base hit, left field. Westburg with a leadoff single. Go West, young man. We need to bat around in this inning. I want to see Westburg hit again in this inning. Then I'll know we're back in the ball game. By the way, that was 106 miles an hour off the bat. Westburg just continuing to smash the baseball. You're one of the first 5 in good point. Wait, what was the good point? You have to tell me because I don't know which point was good, and your boy loves compliments. Here's a swing and a miss by Kjerstad. He struck out on 3 pitches in his 2024 debut at bat. The next pitch, swung on and missed. Wow. 0-2 on Kjerstad. After striking out on 3 pitches in his first at bat, he's in danger of doing it again here. He's got a runner at first, nobody out. We need to move the line. Come on, Kjerstad. Get some wood on that ball. He does, but he's only able to foul it back. Still 0-2 on Kjerstad. Canning came in tonight with an ERA over 8. Over 8. I was licking my chops when I saw who we were facing and the lineup we had. This one's inside-out swing, left field, but it hangs up long enough for Moniak to make the catch. Kjerstad flies out to shallow left. Westburg will remain at first base, 1 away for Jackson Holliday. Folks, set your holiday alarms. Rich says, good night, everybody. Rich has left the building. Thank you, Rich. Here's a line drive. Base hit. Right center field. Westburg will go to third. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Holliday has just doubled his major league hit total. Jackson Holliday has just doubled his major league hit total. A base hit in the right center field, and the Orioles have runners at first and third in the top of the order. That's right, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And so far, Jackson's been right twice in 30-something at-bats. First and third, 1 out. Here's Henderson. Upstairs for ball 1. Come on, Canning. Will you please start pitching like the Canning that we know you are, which is not good? He's given up 5 home runs already. In what, 3 or 4 starts? Here's a check on the runner at first. Holliday back in, standing. By the way, Holliday's average now jumps. Again, folks, jumps to 063. Holliday now hitting a robust 063 following that base hit. There's a called strike. 1-1 on Gunnar Henderson. 2 on, 1 out, top of the 5th. The Orioles looking to just get a first run to get something started here. They're down big here in Anaheim. The pitch. That one's sliced foul off to the left. Canning is about to throw his 70th pitch. So far tonight, 3 hits and 2 walks and 4 1/3. There's a check on the runner. Holliday back in. That's the second disengagement. So Holliday down 7 runs. I don't know if you take off anyway, but he should get a better jump anyway. Here comes the 1-2 to Gunnar. Upstairs, 2-2. All right, look. The charge bugle down 7 might be overkill, but I don't care. Gunnar with 1 swing can make it a 4-run game. And I think Canning is due to give up a fat pitch. Swing and a foul behind the plate. Still 2-2. Henderson is 1 hit shy of 200 for his career, which would make him the 6th quickest Oriole to do so, joining an elite list with names like Manny Machado, Boog Powell, Eddie Murray, Brooks Robinson, and Cal Ripken Jr. How about getting that 1 hit right here, Gunnar? The 2-2 is lifted foul again. A long at-bat here. Let's hope it ends with a positive result. We need some help. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. The 2-2 to Henderson. That one's hit off the bat to the left. Henderson knew it as soon as he swung. This is going to get a run home, though. It's hit deep enough for Westburg to tag and come in, and the Orioles are on the board. It's a sacrifice fly for Gunnar Henderson. LA 7, Baltimore 1. Hey, you got to start somewhere. 2 down, runner at first for Adley Rutschman, 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch inside. Check on Holiday. He's back. Come on, Adley. Keep the line a-moving. And this pitch is a little bit up. The sub count page did it. It's true. I brought up the sub count page, and suddenly the Orioles are on the board. I'm glad you're here, Janet, because I need you as a witness, because nobody's going to believe me if I tell them that when I leave my sub count page up, good things happen. This one's foul back. Off to the left. 2 balls, 1 strike on Adley Rutschman. Love to get a little bit more here. Good speed at first, so anything in the gap and Holiday should be able to score. The 2-1 hit on the ground, foul down the right field line. Just a few inches foul. Sean Well was holding Holiday, so he was right there to field it had it gone fair. There you go, Janet, with the confirmation. The sub-count screen is your home for Orioles magic. The 2-2 hit hard on the ground and through for a base hit. You know Henderson's going first to third. Excuse me, Holiday. Holiday motoring over to third base. So there's 2 outs, but the Orioles still keep the inning alive. And again, a lineup without many holes in it, especially if Holiday can contribute. We've got Tony Taters coming up. 1 swing at the back, and it can be a 7-4 ball game. You know what? We are going to look at the sub-count screen for this at-bat. Look at that jump, folks. Do you want Tony Taters to go deep? We got a meeting on the mound right now. There is a break in the action, so now's the time, folks. If you've been enjoying the BirdWatcher channel, if you want to be a part of this season-long journey that's still got 139 games to go after tonight, then you may as well join the BirdWatcher community today. Be number 520. We had 420 already. That was a special number. So it's like 420 except, 100 more. Ryan O'Hearn coming up to the plate. I'm sorry. I said Santander. I screwed up. Folks, I take it back. O'Hearn is batting third tonight. Santander hitting cleanup. So it's O'Hearn up. First and third, 2 down. And I don't mind having O'Hearn up either. He's up there with 2 walks on the day. No official at bat. The first pitch from Canning is a called strike. A breaking ball. Right in there. 2 on, 2 out. The Orioles with 1 run in, and they need some more. The pitch is in the dirt. Nice pick there by the catcher, O'Hoppe. That ball could have gotten away. It would have scored a run. 1-1 on O'Hearn. Can we get to 520 subs before the Orioles hit a 3-run homer? That's the only way we're going to do it. Swing and a miss. O'Hearn went after one that sunk low and in on him. And the count 1-2. O'Hearn asks for time. Yeah, that first one was right there. Just O'Hearn wasn't looking for it, Bryce. If you're not looking for off speed, it's sort of tough to offer at it, even if it lands right there. Here's a ground ball foul off to the right. Still 1-2 on O'Hearn. Still time for one more person to join the BirdWatcher family. Remember, folks, we're a charming family of Oriole fans. 1-2. The pitch. Inside, 2-2. And, folks, again, this is why your boy's not leaving it on the ESPN page right now. Listen to the voice. Listen to the magic. The 2-2 to O'Hearn. That one's hit in the air, left center field. This one's trouble, and it will drop in between the left and center fielder. 1 run scores. Coming all the way around is Rutschman. He'll score. It's a 2-run double for Ryan O'Hearn, and the Orioles are back in the ballgame at 7-3. Tell me this sub count page isn't good luck. What do you want me to do? It's not a gimmick. It is not a gimmick. It just works. What do you want me to say? So number 520, get your butt signed up right now. What are you doing? We're going to stay right here for the Anthony Santander at bat. 2 out with a runner at second. A base hit would make it 7-4. Here we go. Lifted in the air. This might end the inning if it stays in play. Unfortunately, it does not get out of play. That ball is caught on foul ground to end the inning. Santander pops up. There's 520. Ha-ha! That's all it took. The Orioles put 3 runs on the board. If he whiffs, I go to bed. He did not whiff, the man. He popped out on foul ground on the third base side. But we're only halfway through the ball game, folks. We're only halfway through the ball game. If you recall, the Orioles had no hits on the board, I believe, through 4 innings. Suddenly we got 5. We've basically taken nothing, and we've fought half of the way back. We're already half of the way back. Kinda. All right? So hang in there, folks. It might be a triple lucky day for your boy, the BirdWatcher. Hey, let's go over some out-of-town scores. We have the Rockies up 7-4 on the Padres in the top of the 8th. I got to take off my glasses. I actually read better that way when I'm at this distance. Bottom of the 6th, Giants 3, Mets nothing. The Guardians beat the Red Sox earlier 4-1. The Pirates over the Brewers 2-1. Reds over the Phillies 8-1. Dodgers over the Nats 4-1. A lot of ones out there. Tigers doubled up the Rays 4-2. The Yankees squeaked one out over the Athletics 4-3. The Braves shut out the Fish 5-0. The White Sox lose again. The Twins eke that one out 6-5. The Cubs the Astros, I think, are 10 games below 500 now in the month of April. What has happened to the Astros? Cubs 7, Astros 2. Royals over the Jays 3-2. And the Diamondbacks absolutely destroyed the Cardinals 14-1. Mariners shutting out the Rangers 4-0. And that's it, folks. You're all caught up. We're ready to go. Bottom of the 5th. Grayson Rodriguez still out there on the mound. Now, look, if it's a matter of we don't have the arms in the pen to go early, we need Grayson to throw X amount of pitches no matter what, I get it. But at this stage, into the 5th inning now that we've climbed back into it a little bit, as soon as Grayson gets into any kind of trouble, you got to yank him. I'm sorry. 1-1 on Mickey Moniak. All right, let's get this back up. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And look, that's not to say that Grayson doesn't have it in him to go out here in the fifth and shut down the Angels 1-2-3, because he does. He's got that kind of stuff. There's a swing and a miss. So there you go. Rodriguez strikes out Moniak. He's on 75 pitches. So, again, I kind of understand it. Again, we don't really have like a go-to long guy, a guy that can eat up like 3 or 4 innings. Who would be our longest guy? Aiken can go a couple of innings. I guess Johan Ramirez has shown he can go a couple of innings. This one's outside, but we don't really have like a 3-inning to 4-inning long man, do we? I don't know. Here's the 1-0, and there's a called strike outside edge to Logan O'Hoppe. 1-1 on O'Hoppe, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Lots of runs on the board already here tonight. There's one up and away, 2-1. Dusty read the writing on the wall and said, "See ya." This one's lifted foul and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes on O'Hoppe. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. Angels ahead 7-3 here in the second game of a 3-game series. The Orioles took the opener last night. Outside, ball 3. Count runs full. My friend is going to hang. Listen, my friend, here's what you do. Here's one popped up. It'll get out of play, foul off to the left. This is what you do, my friend. Just have the ball game on your device. You know, if you're tired, crawl in the bed, have the game on. Just let it play you to sleep. That way you still log in watch time hours for me, and I get to help you fall asleep listening to a ball game. That's the best way to fall asleep, isn't it? With the ball game. The 3-2 is hit hard into center field and will fall in front of Mullins. That's a 1-out single for O'Hoppe. And again, folks, that's the first sign of trouble. I'm already ready saying, let's call it a day for Grayson here. Here comes Brandon Hyde, and there it goes. There's the move. There's the move. Grayson's day is finished. A rough outing for him. He could not pitch a single inning of runless ball. He gave up 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and leaves with 1 out here in the 5th with a runner on base. That's his responsibility. We go to the bullpen here. It's the bottom of the 5th. Long way to go. Dylan Tate is going to get the call, and Tate is not a long man. He might be able to get us an inning and change, but not much more than that. Joe Adele will be due to hit. It's the bottom of the order coming up as Tate will come out in our Bell Atlantic call to the bullpen. This is James Earl Jones for Bell Atlantic, letting you know that this is the book that got Bubba cooked. And if anyone understands that reference, then you watched as much television as I did in the early 90s. The Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. All right. Why does my James Earl Jones sound like my Morgan Freeman? I don't know. I guess there's just a voice that sounds like somebody that does narration, and it's something like this. It's loud, it's booming. I don't know. It's somewhere in there. Would you look at all these gosh darn runs? Trout homer, Renifo double, Neto single, Hoppe double, Adele single, Neto double, Shanwell single. And then the Orioles finally said, okay, let's get into this thing. Henderson sac fly, O'Hearn double. So 11 hits given up by Grayson through 4 1/3 innings, plus a walk. Not a good night for him. again, to me, this speaks more to how we need somebody we can go to in the bullpen for long relief. I mean, I know we're sort of injured at the starting spot with Wells down, Bradish down, Means down. But I don't know. Maybe Ryan Zimmerman as a long man or something. I know that name doesn't make people excited. Okay, Dylan Tate is out here with one out in the bottom of the fifth, and the first pitch is off the plate for ball one. There's a runner at first. Joe Adell at the plate. Adell 2 for 2 tonight. This one's hit, and that's second base, and Holiday picks it, throws to first in time. Jackson Holiday doubles up Logan O'Hoppe off first base after fielding a soft liner right off the top of the ground. A heads-up defensive play by Jackson Holiday. Doubling up O'Hoppe. The inning is over. The inning is over. Jackson Holiday, he's got a hit tonight, and he's made a defensive play. Is this what we needed? As like I said, is the presence of Heston Kjerstad the missing link? Is that the final seasoning in this recipe for Jackson Holiday? Just a little buddy next to him to give him a little bit of confidence. And a scoreless inning. That's right. This is where we turn the tide. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the Orioles turn the tide. And the only way your boy, the BirdWatcher, is going to prepare for it is by taking another break with Lucky. I'll be right back. That's right. You know what Yogi Berra would often say. It ain't over till it's over. It ain't over until it's over. Y'all hear me out there in Birdland? All right. Top of the sixth. Is Griffin Canning done for the day? He certainly is. Adam Simber. Adam Simber is going to pitch. His 11th appearance of the season, a 1-0 record, ERA of 4.35, 10 1/3 innings. Opponents hitting an even 200 off of him. It's going to be Mullins, Cowser, and Westburg due up here in the top of the sixth. And here we go. First pitch to Mullins is lifted in the air, off to the left and foul out of play. Who doesn't love a good gimmick? Everybody knows Bill Veeck, right? The former owner of teams most noted for the White Sox and Indians, right? He loved a good gimmicky promotion, like 5-cent beer night. That went great. 1-1 the count on Mullins. And the next pitch is lifted foul behind the plate, 1-2. Mullins leading it off here in the top of the sixth. The Orioles down 4. Trying to chip their way back in, chisel their way back into the ball game. That's right. Something is going on. The 1-2 to Mullins is lifted foul once more. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Adam Simber out there on the mound. He wears the high socks, much like Grayson does. And here's the 1-2, and just off the, oh, it's a called strike 3. Another delayed call there by the umpire. And that one looked low and away. The sort of penciled in strike zone that is usually layered over. Okay, here's a look at it with the zone. Yeah, that ball's off the plate the whole way. Bad call by the ump. Outside about 3 inches and probably low by an inch. So Mullins, a tough luck strikeout. And here is Colton Cowser. Cowser 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of groundouts. There's a, well, I guess it's a ball. This umpire loves to make the entire stadium wonder whether every pitch is a ball or a strike by slowly getting up so that we can all look at him and wait to know what the deal is. This one's upstairs. And the count quickly 3-0 on Cowser. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Cowser, a base runner for the Orioles. And, folks, again, we're chipping away. I'm looking at this as almost like we're getting the tying run to the plate because all I want to do is get 2 runs now, get 2 runs again in the 7th, and then add another couple more runs on late. So we've got Mr. Jordan Westburg at the plate right now. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. That is 5 straight out of the zone by Simber. The 1-0. That one catches the bottom of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Westburg 1 for 2. He singled and scored his last time up. Cowser at first, 1 down. The pitch. This one's lined, but caught at second base. The second baseman, Renifo, shaded toward the bag in the perfect spot. Otherwise, Westburg has a line drive base hit up the middle. That was bad luck for Westburg. Positioned perfectly was Renifo on that play. 2 down here in the top of the 6th, and here's Kjerstad getting his 3rd at-bat tonight. First pitch to him is taken for a called strike. 2 down, runner at first. And the 0-1 to Heston is swung on and fouled off the back of the, I think it hit off the back of the plate and then bounced into fair ground. Foul ball, 0-2. Another foul ball off to the left by Kjerstad. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes, and your boy, the BirdWatcher, is back down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Hopefully that's the last break I need before the end of this game. The 0-2 to, first a check on the runner. Cowser back in sliding. Cowser has speed. He's got a couple of stolen bases already this season. The 0-2 to Kjerstad is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Forgive me for any of the noises you hear as I adjust my microphone. It's something I need to work on. It's just hard for your boy to stay in one place. This one's fouled back. Kjerstad hanging in there, still 1-2. Come on, Heston. Look at this Angels Stadium. It almost looks like a minor league ballpark to me. Just treat this like you're out, on the road for Norfolk. The 1-2 is again fouled away. Simber with that sort of tricky delivery. Another 1-2. And this one is fouled at the plate. Still 1-2. My goodness, how long has this at bat been going? Simber's already on 19 pitches. The pitch. Taken, called, strike 3 as that ball floated in there at the bottom of the zone. Kjerstad sort of frozen on that. And he goes down on strikes. Second strikeout tonight for Kjerstad, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Angels 7 and the Orioles 3. I didn't speak poorly on Angels Stadium. Hey, it's an old stadium. It's been around, I used to prefer when they had the big A out there, It's still out there somewhere, but it's not as visible as it once was. And, of course, it used to be a fully enclosed stadium all the way around. I remember when the Angels hosted the All-Star game back in, was it 1989 or 1990, when Bo Jackson hit that home run off the batter's eye. Fond memories. Fond memories. But I do believe the Angels been talking about a new ballpark eventually, right? Things aren't as bad there as it is in Oakland. Speaking of Oakland, by the way, folks, if for no other reason, go out this weekend to the ball game if you can at Camden Yards and check out the Oakland Athletics while they're still the Oakland Athletics. I mean, that is a franchise with some history to it. Yes, recent seasons have been miserable, but when your boy was 12, 13 years old, sort of that peak childhood age of baseball wonder, I'm talking late 80s, 90, 91, no scarier team out there than the Oakland A's. Dennis Eckersley closing games out, Dave Stewart winning 20 games seemingly every season. You had the Bash brothers of Canseco and McGuire. You had Ricky Henderson as your leadoff hitter. I mean, just absolutely insane. Those Oakland A's teams from that era. All right, bottom of the 6th we go. Let's see if Tate is up for another inning of work or if they've gone to the pen again. It is indeed Tate out here for a second inning of work. And it's Renifo at the plate. First pitch is fouled back. I say another inning of work. He only got the one out. I apologize. For some reason, I thought he pitched the entire previous inning. He only needed a few pitches. So he should be good for a full inning here, as long as he's effective. This one's off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike on Renifo, who's already 2 for 2 tonight. It'll be Holiday, Gunnar, and Adley due up in the next half inning. That sounds good, CrossFit. Why not? I think Holiday might have a little bit of confidence right now. He's had a good game tonight. I say good. I mean, he's single. But, I mean, good by his standards. It's an improvement. No, that's all we're looking for is improvement. 1-2 on Renifo. Leading off the bottom of the 6th. The pitch is hit on the ground to the right side. Holiday has it over to first. Routine out to begin the bottom of the 6th. All right, Dylan Tate. More of that, please. We need goose eggs for the Angels for the rest of the ball game. Hey, thank you, cantankerous old fart. By the way, you win the award for best screen name in the BirdWatcher community that I've seen so far. Give a round of applause, everyone, to cantankerous old fart. This one's fouled off to the right. 1-1 the count on Zach Neto, who's also 2 for 2 tonight. The bottom of this Angels order coming up big. That's why they've got these runs on the board. Unexpected production from the bottom of the lineup. Hit on the ground, third base. Westburg has it. Long throw across. It's high, but it's handled nicely by O'Hearn, who has to step into foul ground as he makes the catch. Neto retired, 5-3. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Booty smacker here as well. We've got booty smackers. We've got cantankerous old farts. It really does feel like your boys right back home in Baltimore, hanging out with like-minded Oriole fans in a dive bar somewhere, snacking on pretzels and drinking cheap beer. Here's Mike Trout, 1 for 3 with that solo home run back in the first. Since then, he struck out and flied out. After a 1-0 count, the next pitch is a called strike, and the count even at 1-1. Everybody's waving. Hello. How you doing? Greetings from the other side of the planet. A 1-1 to Trout is popped foul behind the plate. Seven runs on 11 hits for the Angels, most of it coming in the first 4 innings. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Orioles. 1-2 pitch to Trout is low and away for ball 2. Again, Holiday will be leading it off in the top of the 7th and then the top of the order. Man, if Jackson can get on base, I'm going to get excited. Swing and a miss. Tate gets a strike out of Trout. Boy, Mike Trout. Yeah, he's got the home run tonight, but between last night and tonight, he's been striking out a lot. So the Angels retired. Another goose egg. I could get used to this. Man, I'll tell you what, if we just didn't make Grayson go out for that extra inning, I mean, we knew after 3 innings he didn't have it. 5 runs, all innings with at least 1 run, and then if we would have kept it there, maybe it's 5-3 right now. 2-run ball game, all you need is a bloop and a blast. But we're going to need a couple of bloops and a couple of blasts. We've got 9 outs to play with. So we're going to go through this entire order at least one more time. But we're probably going to have to get through it twice if we're going to win this ball game. Ooh, boy. That is a lot of caffeine in your boy's system. That's why it's hard to sit still for 3 hours at a time. I got caffeine coursing through my veins. I'm ready to do some jumping jacks. 2-2-2, says Narniak. I'll take it. Make it 5, 7, and 9. And then we can win 9-7. Sounds good to me, Narniak. I will take that result to the bank. You're talking about an Angels City Connect? What does the Angels City Connect even look like? I'm a little curious. But yeah, the uniforms are terrible. The worst example I've seen so far is when we played our last series in Kansas City. The Royals were wearing their City Connects, and Seth Lugo was pitching. And there was a shot of him, like a reverse shot, sort of his back, you know, like an angle from like first base looking at him on the mound. And, yeah, the uniforms are trash. Okay, we have a lefty out on the mound, a fellow by the name of Moore. Holiday is out there, no pinch hitter, lefty on lefty. First pitch is a strike. And here's a breaking ball up and in for ball one. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. That pitch was right in there. I don't know how Holiday missed it. Ah, okay. Well, in terms of these new jersey stitching, new manufacturer, whatever you want to say, I think the least affected would be our City Connects because it's just black with white letters. It's a very simple, old-timey look. Here's a line drive. It hits off the shoulder of the pitcher. Holiday hustling down the line, but he can't beat it out. Man, as soon as that ball hit off the pitcher, I was assured Holiday was going to reach safely. Moore taking a piece of that pitch, or excuse me, a piece of the ball after it was hit back, and it bounces to the second baseman. Man, if it goes in any other direction, Holiday is safe. Any other direction than the second baseman, he's safe. Just bad luck right there. I mean, he hit that ball hard. And now they have the trainer out to look at Moore, the pitcher. I don't even know this guy's first name. It begins with an M. I think it's Matt Moore. Matt Moore on the mound. And he's going to throw a warm-up pitch to see where he stands after taking that line drive. Here's a slow motion look. Let's see exactly where it hits Moore. Oh, wow. He put his, it hit him off of his, it hit right off his pitching hand. He put the glove up, and then he put his pitching hand up as well in front of his face, and the ball winds up smacking him right in his pitching hand. So, yeah, that's not a place you want to get hit, obviously. Surely his hand is stinging. But he's going to stay out there. And the first pitch is off the plate here to Gunnar Henderson. One out, nobody on, top of the seventh. And here's a check swing. And they say he went around. Seriously? 1 ball and 1 strike on Henderson. Oh, yeah, I do remember Matt Moore as a Ray. Okay. It's coming back to me. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-2 on Gunnar. 7-3 Angels here in the top of the seventh. This Angels went up 7-0. The Orioles have climbed back with 3 runs. But they've got a lot more work to do. The 1-2 is chopped foul off to the right. First base coach picks it up and flips it over into the stands. Keegan Aiken, southpaw for the Orioles, getting loose in the bullpen. He will likely come on to pitch the bottom of the seventh. The 1-2 to Henderson. Hit in the air. Will it stay fair? That ball is absolutely destroyed. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie. Gunnar Henderson with a moonshot deep into the California night. He hugs one down the right field line. 414 feet, 109 off the bat. Gunnar goes boom, and the Orioles are within 3. It's the Angels 7 and the Orioles 4. Who said 2 runs, 2 runs, 2 runs? We got 1. Gunnar takes a drink from the homer hose. That's his 7th home run of the year. Let's go. Adley Rutschman at the plate, and he takes a called strike that looked inside. By the way, Gunnar hitting that off a lefty. Rutschman fouls this one away. No balls and 2 strikes. Waka, waka, waka. What a swing there from Gunnar. A beautiful stroke off the lefty. And a shot of him in the dugout with a big smile on his face. You love to see it. There's a sense in the Orioles dugout that they don't think they're out of this game. This one's in the dirt, goes all the way back to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Westburg. 1 out, nobody on. The Orioles have added another run. 4 unanswered runs since falling behind 7-0. 1 batter at a time. Let's go. The 1-2. That one's drilled. Henderson on a knee as he watches it go down the left field line, but foul. Excuse me, I said Westburg. Did I say Westburg? I'm sorry. Your boy, the BirdWatcher, needs to slap himself in the face. It's Adley Rutschman at the plate. I'm sorry. He's batting from the right side, and I was so used to only Westburg batting right-handed tonight. This one's fouled back. 1-2, the count on Adley Rutschman, who's 2 for 3 so far tonight. A right-hander, Garcia, is up for the Angels. The 1-2 from Moore to Rutschman, and this is a broken bat. This one's going to fall in. A base hit into left field. Rutschman takes a turn, but will hold it first. Let's keep the line moving. The tying run is on deck. Let's go. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic. Feel it happen. Something magic happens. So wait a minute. Ryan O'Hearn is due to come up, right? Are we getting a pinch hitter? Ryan Mountcastle is going to pinch hit. So your boy, the Castle, and it looks like Ron Washington's going to come out and take out the left-hander to counter the move. The Castle. You can't keep the Castle down, folks. You can't keep the Castle down. Let's get some castles in the chat. We got a pitching change. 1 out in the top of the 7th. The Orioles, 4 runs in after being down 7-0. And we got action. A runner on. Middle of the order. Coming up. Mountcastle, Santander will be on deck. Cedric Mullins after that. Mountie. All right, your boy will take a look. Hey, 2 more subs. Thank you so much. We are moving along. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. That's what I'm talking about. Beans don't burn in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. By the way, folks, look at these numbers. I mean, folks, nearly 4,000 hours of watch time. You guys are crazy. You mean to tell me there wasn't a need for this channel? You bet your bottom dollar there was a need. By the way, Melanie Newman in the Oriole announcer booth passing out cookies to Jim Palmer and Kevin Brown. I want a cookie. I want a cookie. That would go perfect with my latte right now. All right, well, the Oriole announcers are well fed. Luis Garcia is out on the mound, right-hander to face Mountcastle, the pinch hitter. First pitch is low for ball one. We have Rutschman at first, one out, a run in. The 1-0 pitch. That one's fouled back. Melanie Newman is chowing down on some cookies. Go for it, Melanie. Why not? Oh, CrossFit. That sounds ridiculous. There's Kevin Brown eating a cookie right there on the mic. That's what I'm talking. Well, if Kevin Brown's allowed to eat on mic, I'm going to get a snack. This one's fouled back by Mountcastle. 1-2 the count. Let's hope those cookies have some magic in them. Magic cookies? Okay, the 1-2 pitch is laid off. Boy, that ball was moving low and away. Mountcastle able to lay off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cookies. The pitch. That one's hit hard but foul off to the left. That might have been ball 3. But Mountcastle in protect mode with 2 strikes. Trying to keep this line moving. Anything but a ground ball would be good here, Mountie. Hey, I believe you, Booty. We're all trying to bring the luck. Here's one up the middle. Base hit! Base hit for Mountcastle. Holy Toledo. Rutschman will have to stop at second as that ball's right in front of him. Folks, we are bringing the tying run to the plate after being down 7-0. Folks, go crazy. Anthony Santander, who is due 0 for 3 so far tonight. Now up there batting from the left side against the righty, Garcia. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. The first pitch, up and in for ball 1. Up and in for ball 1, tying around at the plate, 1 out. And we're only in the 7th, folks. We're already back in this ball game. Goonies never say die. Oh, you want the subpage up? There's a called strike, 1-1. Okay, I suppose it's not too late. We don't know the outcome yet. Let me hurry up and get that live count up, folks. I'm sorry, Janet's telling me to do it. We all have our superstitions, right? The 1-1 pitch. That one's drilled! Right field! Get up! No, this right fielder makes the catch. Rutschman will tag and go to third, and there's 2 down. Boy, that looked solid off the bat of Santander. Hit hard in the deep right field. But Adele positioned to make that catch. Oh, that ball was ticketed for the right center field gap. My goodness, so close. 2 down, and it'll be up to Cedric Mullins to keep the rally going here in the 7th. He can tie it on 1 swing. The first pitch is outside. Now, it's interesting. I guess the Angels have 2 different options for the high socks. The starter had the other reliever had the solid red socks. These are red and white striped. That seems odd to me that you can have 2 different styles of socks. Either way, Mullins fouls this one back in the count 1-1. Maybe I should not focus on the socks right now. The 1-1 pitch is hit off the end of the bat behind the plate. Foul ball, 1-2. Aiken still getting loose out there along with Danny Coulomb. So a pair of lefties. And we're going to get a lefty in the ball game. I guess it'll be up to what the situation is following the end of this inning as to who it'll be. The 1-2 to Mullins in the dirt, 2-2. Man, oh man, oh man. Santander in that last at bat nearly hit that ball into the gap. That would have scored at least one run. There still would have been only one out. Mullins fouls this one back. Still 2-2. Folks, once again, if you're semi-new to my channel, again, I'm not trying to pander for subscriptions right now. I'm simply following orders, which is keep the sub page up during a rally. It has worked so far this season. Swing and a miss. It does not work here as Mullins flails on a pitch low and away. He strikes out to win the inning. But the Orioles do add another run, courtesy of a Gunnar Henderson solo shot. We still got 6 more outs to play with, folks. Do not go anywhere. It's the Angels 7 and the Orioles 4. 7th inning stretch time in Anaheim. And just because we're not at home, folks, that doesn't mean we can't get excited and put some cakes on the griddle. 7th inning stretch time here in Anaheim. Folks, 56 likes. Thank you so much. I mean, no need to even try and coax for more. I got a feeling we'll probably hit 60 by the end. Oh, all being said. By the way, I think we hit a record last night with like 75, close to 80 likes. Fantastic work, everybody. Fantastic work. And again, I know it might sound like the most petty thing in the world, but believe me, if you're starting up a YouTube channel, those early days and weeks of the channel when you're trying to build things, that's when YouTube is taking a look at your analytics and going, should we promote you or should you just stay in the basement? Well, so far, folks, YouTube is looking at what I'm doing, and they're pushing my games out there. In fact, I think if you go in now and if you like do a YouTube search, if you type in Orioles B, BirdWatcher will be on the list. That's working your way up the algorithm. I know, boring stuff, everybody. But hey, it's a commercial break. Just letting you guys know, this is a channel growth that I want you guys to be a part of too, you know? Happiness only real when shared. A lesson I learned from Alexander Supertramp, a.k.a. Chris McCandless. Okay, Keegan Aiken is going to be out here for his 11th appearance of the season, coming in with an ERA of 4.66. 13 strikeouts in only 9 2/3 innings. Opponents hitting .237. He's got 3 holds on the season so far. So with the lefty Sean Well due up, Aiken out on the mound. Ryan Mountcastle stays in the game to play first base. And the first pitch to Sean Well is outside for ball 1. Bottom of the 7th, 7-4 Angels here in the second game of a 3-game series. LA looking to tie the series up. The Orioles looking to clinch the series if they can come from behind. Count even up now at 1-1 on Sean Well. I'm the best? Janet, hun, don't you go showering me with compliments like that. Wait, I didn't say shower right. That wasn't Baltimore enough. Don't shower me with compliments, Janet. I appreciate it, Janet. You're the best, too. You've been a fantastic mod. There's a call. Strike 3. How about that? Sean Well left with a bat on his shoulders. Not happy with the call, but it looked like it caught the outside edge to me. Let's see the replay. Indeed, that ball is a strike right on the outside corner. Sit down, Nolan. One out here in the bottom of the 7th, and that'll bring up Taylor Ward. 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. First pitch. That looked like a strike, but no, it's ball 1. Ward also has a walk tonight. Hitting .281 at the moment. Next one's low, 2-0. By the way, Janet, ever since you left that comment, no one else has said a thing. I don't know if anyone agrees with you, Janet. Here's a swing and was that a foul, either a foul ball or a miss? Looked like a swing and a miss. 2-1 the count on Taylor Ward. Now that one is fouled back. 2-2. One out, nobody on, bottom of the 7th. 1, 2, 3 sounds good to me. We got 1. We're a strike away from 2. This one's lifted, foul off to the right. Maximus agrees. I hope he agrees that I'm the best. Well, I'll say this. When it comes to a YouTube channel covering live Orioles games from start to finish, here's a called strike 3. So Ward strikes out. Back-to-back strikeout looking for Keegan Aiken. That was like a backdoor slider there. 2 down for Miguel Sano, and that pitch is outside for ball 1. Well, Grayson has been great so far until tonight. And if he has one bad outing every 5 starts, you know, he's still young. He's still kind of maturing into that ace kind of pitcher that we hope him to be. But he's going to have his struggles along the way. What's most important is that his next outing he comes out and looks sharp again. And we can deal with this one. 2-1 the count on Sano. The pitch is a little bit inside, I guess. It was about belt high. 3-1. Carlos Estevez, another Angel right-hander, up in the bullpen. Here's the 3-1, and that's low for ball 4. That was surely off the plate. Sano will take a 2-out walk. And we're about to get a pinch hitter here for Mickey Moniak. It's a former Oriole. Folks, let's face it, we enjoyed his stint with the club, even though it only lasted about, 4.5 months. It's Aaron Hicks, switch hitting outfielder, getting his first plate appearance of the series. Hicks will bat from the right side, the switch hitter. Hitting just 143 with a home run and 4 RBI for the Angels. Brandon Hyde is coming out, and maybe, well, I think he is making the call. That's right. Aiken has faced 3 batters. He's gotten 2 outs and let 1 base runner on. So now with the pinch hitter Hicks coming up, they'd rather see Hicks bat from the left side as we bring in a right-hander in Johan Ramirez. Johan Ramirez will come out to replace Keegan Aiken with 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. All right, folks. It's a 3-run game for the Angels right now. You know, if things played out a little bit differently, maybe it wouldn't feel as tense as it does. But after falling behind 7-0 and battling back 4 unanswered runs, this feels like a close game to me. All right. There's only one other game still in progress. The Giants about to close it out. They need 2 more outs to finish off the Mets. They're ahead 5-1, though the Mets have a couple of runners on base. Everything else is final. The Indians over the Red Sox. Pirates over the Brewers, Reds over the Phillies, Dodgers over the Nats, Tigers over the Rays, Yankees over the A's, Braves over the Marlins, Twins over the White Sox, Cubs over the Astros, the Royals over the Blue Jays, Arizona all over the Cardinals, and the Mariners shut out the Rangers. Oh, also, the Rockies beat the Dodgers 7-4. All right. That's about everything. Again, we're in the middle of a pitching change here. Yohan Ramirez. This is his 7th appearance of the season, and his last outing was not very good. I believe he hit a batter. The first pitcher or the first batter he faced in his last outing, he hit a batter, gave up a couple of hits. His ERA now at 11. Two outs. Runner at first base. Ramirez on here, hopefully to get this third out. And then from there, we'll figure out what to do. But we can ill afford to give up any more runs. Hicks batting from the left side. And the first pitch to him is in the dirt for ball one. Miguel Sano at first base. 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0 pitch in there called strike. 93-mile-an-hour fastball from Yohan Ramirez. Nobody needs to say anything in chat. I just like staring at everyone saying I'm the best. Chat never has to speak again. This one's outside to Hicks. I'm kidding, of course. I love the Charm City chat. Makes me feel like I'm back home again. 2-1 the count. This one is in there for a called strike. Outside edge from Ramirez. Count even up at 2-2 on Hicks. Whoa, something happened. Well, I guess I got a preview of what's about to happen. Yeah, boy, got a preview when he didn't ask for it. This one's outside, 3-2. But folks, don't worry. The BirdWatcher can see the future. Yes, I am 12 time zones ahead. And I can see the future. And I see a strikeout in the future. There it is, swing and a miss. Hicks chases one that dipped down toward the dirt. Yohan Ramirez comes in to strike out Hicks to end the 7th. We head to the 8th. It's the Angels 7 and the Orioles 4. There's no sleeping. Listen to me, oh Bird fan. Your boy is going to be up at 2-something a.m. in the morning tonight for me. It's 11 a.m. here now. Going to figure out some part of the day to maybe get an hour or two of sleep in, and then maybe a couple more hours around 10 o'clock tonight. Wake up for a 2 a.m. to prepare for a 3 a.m. first pitch, which means I'll be calling the game from 3 a.m. up until dawn and throwing my entire life upside down. And it's not the first time. There have been a lot of games with first pitches like at 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern in the afternoon, which for your boy is not easy. But that's why we have caffeine, isn't it? It's all part of the commitment that I am trying to show. I don't even have to try. I mean, the proof is there, folks. Your boy, the BirdWatcher, is all in. Yep, it's true. Blackout curtains to cover up for West Coast games that are on this time of day is probably a good idea, Bird fan. But here's the great thing. If anyone out there, I mean, I'm not the most handsome guy. So if this helps sort of blur me out, it's probably for the best. You know, you guys aren't here because I'm a handsome chap. I'm only on camera to let you know I do exist and I'm not AI. Okay, Colton Cowser is up to begin the top of the 8th. Let's get those cows in the check. Narniak is already on the case. Cows are 0 for 2 with a walk. We need a rally. First pitch is a called strike. Garcia out there on the mound again. He had 15 pitches in the previous inning, and he's out there to at least begin the top of the 8th. The 0-1 to Cowser in the dirt, 1-1. Well, Bird fan, now that I'm up to 500 subs and can now have members of the BirdWatcher community, maybe you'll want to become a member. This one is a little bit inside on Cowser. Yeah, once YouTube approves of memberships and emojis, I can't wait to do some customized emojis for some of our players. 2-1 the count on Cowser. This one's fouled back, 2-2. Apologies. A little bit of the sniffles here for your boy. Come on, Cowser. We just need a base runner here. We need a base runner now. Here's a shot of a strange man with an ice cream cone. Here's a swing and a miss. Cowser chases one in the dirt to strike out. Not a good night for Cowser at the plate. Easy come, easy go in this game. Hopefully Cowser, just an off night, and he'll be back raking again tomorrow. Here's Jordan Westburg, 1 out in the top of the 8th, and he swings and misses. That pitch dipping low and away. Westburg 1 for 3 tonight. His average now at .321. Tops on the team. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2 on Westburg. 2 swings and misses. That's right. I have a face for radio. This one's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I mean, look, folks. I'm a YouTubeaholic. Whatever I'm doing, if I'm at home, I got YouTube on in some fashion, whether I'm listening to a podcast or somebody review a bad movie. I love bad movies, movies that are so bad that they're hilarious. I love listening to people talk about those movies. When it comes to, here's the pitch, ground ball up the middle, but the second baseman, again, well positioned, and he will field it to throw out Westburg. 2 away here in the top of the 8th. Oh, no rally so far here in the 8th inning. Yeah, I mean, I look around YouTube. I know there's a lot of pretty faces out there. I can't compete. But I've also seen some rather interesting characters. I think I'm somewhere comfortably in the middle. This is a called strike to Heston Kjerstad. He is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts tonight. He struck out looking his last time up. Come on, Heston. Let's do something. That one's line foul off to the left. 0-2 the count. Kjerstad called up to replace the injured Austin Hayes. And I would hope, after facing a beyond normal amount of left-handers to start the season these first few weeks, maybe there's going to be more righties Swing and a miss. Kjerstad strikes out again. 3 Ks for Kjerstad. My goodness. Apparently, when you get called up to the bigs, you kind of have to go through some struggles before you find yourself. Kjerstad having a holiday-like night at the plate, it has to be said. Meanwhile, Jackson, who will be up to begin the 9th inning, at least he'll be due up, not having a bad night. We're going to need at least 3 runs in the 9th to keep this thing going, folks. But hey, I'm just happy we've got some sort of drama going on, because after the 4th inning, when it was 7-0, I was ready to sit here for about an hour and a half just thinking of topics to bring up during a blowout game. But no, we got a game going on here. Kobe Mayo says hi. How you doing, Kobe? Can't wait till you're up on the team. Who do we have due up for the Angels here? I guess Hicks made the final out, so it should be O'Hoppe, Adele, and Renifo. Ramirez got the final out in the 7th, so maybe he comes out to begin the 8th. We shall see. So yeah, folks, tomorrow, again, the start time. What do we have? Uh-oh. Oh, don't go crazy on me now. Don't be going crazy. Settle down. Settle down, Beavis. Settle down. There you go. Okay, I'll be on at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, folks. Set your notifications or whatever you need to do. That'll be 3:07 first pitch a.m. for me, so 4:07 p.m. for you guys. So come on back at 4 o'clock tomorrow for the final game of this series. Okay, O'Hoppe at the plate. A 1-0 pitch is fouled away. 1-1 the count. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one for your boy, the BirdWatcher. I hope you guys are going to be here to help me through an all-nighter. The great all-nighter. But then I'll have the benefit of an off day and some time to recover before we pick it up at home against Oakland. Here's a pop-up foul ground. Mountcastle under it near the first base coach box. Makes the catch. 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. I'd say I have a face for the internet. I don't have too bad of a face for radio. I don't have too good of a face for broadcast TV. I've got internet face. Here's a called strike to Joe Adele. Adele, 2 for 3, a double, a single, an RBI, and a run scored. Last time up, though, he grounded into a double play. Here is one low and away, 1-1 on Adele. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. The Angels, with 7 runs in the first 4 innings, have been held at bay since. The Orioles trying to claw their way back, but we're running out of time. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball there from Ramirez. Adele fooled. And the count 1-2. Next one is foul back. It's late night back on the East Coast. It's after midnight. Hey, by the way, welcome to the 24th of April, everybody, on the East Coast. We're now sharing the same day in a rare moment. We're sharing the same day together. Up and in, and that got Adele. Adele hit up on the elbow guard on the upper arm, and he will take his base. A hit by pitch with 1 out. That's the second batter Ramirez has hit in as many outings. And remember, he was involved in that dust-up with the Brewers while a member of the Mets to begin the season. That was the first big brouhaha in baseball this year with the benches clearing. About a week or so later, the Orioles get him, I think, for some cash considerations. A minor little deal. But clearly, he's got some control issues. Here's Luis Renifo. Runner on, 1 out, and there goes the runner. Renifo fouls it back, and a good thing he did because that was a good jump from Adele. That base would have been stolen. A 1-1 on Renifo. Adele at first. The next pitch is low and in. What year is it in Thailand? It's like 25-27 or something, Narniak. I can never remember, but yeah, I'm like 350 years ahead of you. There's a pickoff attempt at first, and it was a close one. Adele just getting back. You know it's a close play when the crowd goes, whoa. Oh, that's because Adele was leaning. Adele had been leaning to go. Still able to get back. Here comes the 1-1. Outside. Rutschman tried to frame it, but the umpire wasn't having it, and the count now 2-1. So Ramirez got some speed to worry about at first. And a 2-1 count. And there's another pickoff attempt. And they got him. And that was attempt number 3. It was either you get him or he gets the bag for free. And Adele's going to stand there, look at his manager and say, you better challenge because I don't want to be embarrassed getting picked off. Another situation where Adele had turned his body to take off. And I got to tell you, on first look, I think he might have gotten the hand back in. But at the same time, it's bang, bang. And the Angels are going to need definitive evidence that Adele is indeed safe. And apparently, according to Kevin Brown on the Orioles Masson broadcast, this is not the first time Joe Adele has been caught off the bag. And it does appear maybe the tag is in there before that little oven mitt he's wearing touches the bag. And to me, with that little oven mitt thing that runners wear, like it should not count that you're touching the bag the second that little piece of fabric touches, because that's beyond your own fingertips. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to give another frame to let that fingertip hit the bag. That oven mitt gives the base runner an extra inch. So the umpires are waiting for the challenge to be settled in New York. Arms folded along the first baseline. Adele, again, standing at the bag, wanting to believe that he's safe. He might be right. Ramirez taking a warm-up pitch as he waits. Narniak, you've got the ability. Google it right now. What year is it in Thailand? Let me know. I know it's... Call in the field stands. Adele is picked off at first, and he's going, what happened? He's still unable to just deal with the fact that he got picked off. Sit down, Joe. You know, there was the first 180 years of baseball where you just get called out and you go back to the dugout. You got the benefit of a challenge and a long look, and you're still out. So go sit down. So with a 2-1 count, Renifo tries to check his swing, and he can't. Base is empty now, 2 down, and now a 2-2 count on Renifo. The pitch in the dirt. Three and 2 on Renifo. 7-4 Angels in the bottom of the 8th. Game 2 of a 3-game series. The 3-2 is swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. The payoff pitch swung on and missed. A breaking ball in the outside corner. Renifo swings over it, and the inning is over. We go to the 9th, folks. I know down 3 is a lot. I know the odds are not great, but they're better than they are for most teams because we got a damn good team here. We can put up a 3 spot. We've done it once already tonight. How about an Earl Weaver special? 4 shutout innings from the bullpen. That's right, Narniak. By the way, Narniak, you don't want to Google this? What year is it in Thailand? It is 2567. That's right. Which means I was born somewhere around the year 2525. I was born in the 2520s. Yes, it's great living over here 543 years ahead of the rest of you. So much more progress in the 543 extra years. Back to the Creative Studio. Uh-oh, it's gone full white. 5-2-3. How about a goal of 5-2-5? Just 2 subs. Just 2 subs to get us to a nice semi-roundish number. It's 5 1/4. That would be 15 subs on the night. Your boy is asking for 2 people to step up and become subscribers. And remember, folks, if you subscribe, there's no obligation, there's no commitment, there's no salesman that's going to visit your home. You're not going to get junk email. You're simply going to have your boy's channel down in the little left-hand corner of your home YouTube page. It's just an easier way to find me, and it'll help other people find me easier as well. Think about subscribing today. Thank you. Okay, top of the 9th we go. The Orioles need 3 runs, and they're going to have to call upon Jackson Holliday to get this rally started. Meanwhile, on the mound for the Angels, Carlos Estevez, right-hander. I suppose this is their closer. It's a 3-run lead. Let's see if he's got closer-type stuff. The first pitch is up and away for ball 1. Any way you can get on, Jackson. Any way you can get on. Try and work a count here. Up and away, ball 2. Okay, that was not even close. Jackson. I know it would seem like, hey, I need to get on. But this might be a spot to jump on a fastball. Think about it. He does not think about it. It's taken for a strike, and the count now 2-1. Hang in there, Janet. Hang in there. The 2-1 called, strike 2. So after being ahead 2-0 in the count, Holliday now 2-2. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He's also made a couple of nice plays in the field. And for Holliday, that's a great night. Swing and a miss. Holiday strikes out to begin the ninth. .97-mile-an-hour fastball on the heels of a breaking ball that was thrown about 18 miles an hour slower. That's the deadly combo of Estevez. Here's Henderson. First pitch is a strike. Fastball. Oh, no, not a fastball. 87. What was that? Changeup? Looked like a straight pitch. Only 87. Gunnar had a home run in his last at bat. This one's just off the plate. 1-1 the count. The Orioles need base runners. They need to get 2 guys on base to have a shot. And they are running out of time. This one's off the plate. 2-1 on Gunnar. Adley on deck. The pitch. Chopped foul in front of the plate. And the English on the baseball has it rolled back behind the plate. 2-2 on Henderson. Top of the ninth. 1 down. The Orioles turned a 7-0 blowout into a 7-4 game. But since that 7th inning, this one's hit on a Baltimore chop back to the pitcher who, with a big flip, goes to the bag in time. And the Orioles are 1 out away from losing Game 2 of this 3-game series. Adley Rutschman, our final hope to keep things going. If he can get on, and if Ryan Mountcastle can follow, Anthony Santander would represent the tying run, but a long way to go. First pitch to Rutschman is a called strike outside corner. Folks, I just want to give a gigantic thank you to everybody who's been checking in and following along, whether you got here at the beginning of the game or somewhere along the way. Happy to have you as part of the BirdWatcher community. This one's up and away, 1-1 on Adley. Come on back again tomorrow. Again, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific. The getaway game and what might be the rubber game of this match. Rutschman fouls this one back. And the count 1-2. Adley has 3 hits on the night. Had a broken bat single in his last at bat. So the Orioles are down to their last strike here. 2 down, nobody on. And the Angels crowd making noise. The pitch. Swung on, and wow, Adley, how did you get a piece of it? That ball was in the dirt. And Adley able to get a piece to stay alive. Hey there, Curtis. There might be approximately 8 seconds left in this ball game. So, great timing. The pitch, up and away. All right, it's going to be more than 8 seconds, Curtis. You might last an entire 30 seconds. Hey, Bryce, I appreciate it. And listen, when we're not facing your Angels, come on back again anyway. The 2-2, swung on and missed. Rutschman strikes out. Estevez with a clean 9th inning to get the save. And the Angels have tied up the series, taking this one tonight. Final score, Los Angeles 7, Baltimore 4. Well, it's a roller coaster of a season, folks. You have your good nights, you have your bad nights, and so far for the Orioles, we're pretty much averaging 2 good nights for every 1 bad night, and you can't be too unhappy with that. Tonight wasn't our night. Grayson Rodriguez struggled right out of the gate, and we just never pulled him. I mean, let's face it, even if he didn't give up the 2 runs in the 4th, that still would have made it 5-4 Angels. We didn't quite get enough to get over the hump. But we did show some fight. We showed some fight. We went down 7 runs, and we still played our style of baseball. This team is never fully out of it, folks. That's something to remember. It's a long season. So Canning with his first win of the season. Again, I mean, this guy was terrible through his first, what was it, 3 or 4 starts with an ERA over 8. ESPN not good at actually updating the records here. They'll tell you who won, lost, and who got the save, but you usually have to add something. So Canning is actually 1-3. Grayson with the loss drops to 3-1. And Estevez, I'm assuming that's save number 4 for him. We'll go over the rest of the box score here, and then I'll wrap things up for you folks. I wish I could have brought you a better result tonight, but your boy, the BirdWatcher, can only do so much. Again, Grayson Rodriguez, worst start of the season by far. 4 1/3 innings, giving up 11 hits and a walk, 7 earned runs. He did strike out 7 batters, but just not his right stuff tonight. Dylan Tate and the rest of the bullpen, though, getting the job done to keep us in the ball game. What is that, 4 2/3 shutout innings between Tate, Aiken, and Johan Ramirez. So with 5 strikeouts and no hits. Wow, no hits, 1 walk, just 1 base runner. Wow, it's almost as if our bullpen might have replaced Grayson maybe 1 inning sooner. This might have been a different outcome. But your boy's gonna take this one on the chin. I'll be okay. It was a big celebration tonight with Heston Kjerstad getting the call up. He's in the lineup. The Orioles putting out a lineup with 8 batters from the left side. I was assuming we were going to rake. Instead, we had some tough nights. Mullins and Cowser and Santander. Your 4, 5, and 6 hitters combining to go 0 for 11 right there in the middle of the order. That really tells the story here. Pretty much any time we had a rally going on, we get to that part of the order, and the rally would stop. Kjerstad had a tough night, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Rutschman, our player of the game, 3 for 5. His average now up to 323. So come on back again tomorrow, folks. Who do we have on the mound? Who is the pitching matchup you want to ask? I'm actually not sure. I'm going to check real quick. It's Dean Kramer. Dino back out on there on the mound. Folks, let's get a win for Kramer. He's 0-2. Yes, his ERA is just under 5. That's not great, but it's sort of what do you call it? He's better than his ERA would say. The whip is fine. He's given up the home run ball too much. That's his biggest problem. Otherwise, we'll be facing Tyler Anderson, the veteran left-hander. So another lefty on the mound. My goodness. Let's see what sort of lineup the Orioles put out tomorrow. That's going to do it for your boy, the BirdWatcher, folks. Again, thank you for being here. Maybe you can hit that like button on your way out the door if you haven't done it already, and let your friends know about the BirdWatcher community. It's growing every day. Until next time, folks, this has been the BirdWatcher.